What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today we are going to be talking about Jasmy, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Okay, Jasmy is probably one of the most requested coins that I get in my live streams and often in the comment section of my videos. So today, we're going to take a look at Jasmy here. And you guys, Jasmy is looking very good here on the daily. We do have a triangle pattern forming on Jasmy. You can see the resistance of the triangle and the support of the triangle. Now I expect a bullish break up out of this triangle, which will be very, very profitable for anybody holding this coin. And by the way, if we break above the resistance of this triangle, we're really going to take off here on Jasmy very quickly. The target that we'd be looking for with Jasmy is about 3.4 cents. Now, I don't think it's just going to magically stop up here. Most often, you exceed the targets, but because of this triangle pattern, we are able to measure the height of the triangle, which gives us what's called amplitude, and that amplitude gives us a target. So that target is 0.34 cents. Now, as we get up to that level, like I said, I don't think price is just going to magically stop going up there, but that gives us a minimum target here for Jasmy in the short term on the daily candlesticks. Also, you guys, we do have a nice Elliott wave count that matches up with this perfectly. So we have wave 1 right here and wave 2. Then we get wave 3, wave 4, and we're getting ready for wave 5. And by the way, wave 4 is often a triangle. So that matches perfectly with Elliott wave theory. I suspect we will see a nice break upwards here as a result of that triangle pattern, but also as a result of this Elliott wave structure. So you guys, I see why you're requesting this coin so much in my comments and in my live streams, because it looks good. I mean, this looks really, really good here on the daily, and I think we're going to see a lot of upside over the next few months. So I'm really liking this setup here with Jasmy. Now let's talk a little bit about the big picture here. So if we go out to the 5-day candlesticks and remove all the drawing tools, you guys can see that there is consistent and steady volume here on Jasmy. So a lot of people are picking up this coin over here on Binance. You can see a lot of trading volume. And by the way, increasing price and increasing volume is bullish. So you guys can see if we actually make the volume a little bit more visible here for you guys, it'll help out. You guys can see that we have significant volume and an increase in price. So that's a very, very bullish sign here with Jasmy. The other thing that we see here on the bigger time frame is a rounded bottom structure. And the rounded bottom, it plays out often. It's a significantly bullish pattern and one that often plays out. So you guys can trust that pattern, that it's going to be profitable when you see the rounded bottom pattern. So the other thing, you guys, is we have this huge drop off from where it was added. Massive drop. So this thing is extremely undervalued. Like if this thing starts to take off and go anywhere near the prices that it was at when it first got added, 35 cents is over 1,000% gains from current price. We're worth 2 cents right now. So if it was to go up to the previous all-time high, you're talking 1,700% gains on Jasmy, which is huge. That's a significant gain for this coin. The other thing, you guys, is total crypto market cap looks amazing right now. Total crypto market cap broke out of a bull flag. So as money goes into the rest of crypto, like Bitcoin, like your other favorite coins, money's going to keep coming into Jasmy. And I think that we're going to see a big move, like I said, in the next few months, as well as in the big picture, we could see a very, very big move here with Jasmy. Now, the ETF is very, very big news for Ethereum, not to mention potentially we're going to get an XRP and even Solana and others ETF approved soon. So that means money is going to be coming into these markets like crazy. And although we don't trade news, that's not what we focus on. We focus on the charts. It can be a catalyst. And anytime there's increasing demand, you better be watching the markets because you're going to see a huge pump in the markets as a result of that increasing demand. Emotion can increase demand. Like I said, emotion moves markets. So just the emotional excitement about crypto can increase demand. But also, some of the other things that can increase demand would be, well, direct access to a significant increase of capital, which is exactly what an ETF does. A whole bunch of people on Wall Street can now pick up these coins and buy them easily because of the ETF. So as that gets approved and as that gets put in place, especially if we get more than just Ethereum, you guys, all season is going to start and it's going to go crazy. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, you're going to see some very, very important things here associated with the altcoin run that could be coming in this market. With Bitcoin dominance, we have this resistance line here, and we've been pushing up against this resistance line on Bitcoin dominance, and there's also a rising wedge pattern right here. So we have a rising wedge structure on Bitcoin dominance. If this breaks down, altcoins are going to take off. Jasmy's going to explode. XRP, a whole bunch of coins are going to explode as a result of a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance. Now, does that mean Bitcoin's going to stop going up? No. Bitcoin fuels the whole market. But every single Bitcoin bull market, Bitcoin leads at the start. Then as the bull market starts to take full force, then altcoins skyrocket, but Bitcoin keeps going up with altcoins. It's just that altcoins go higher, so Bitcoin dominance goes down. So no, Bitcoin isn't going to stop rising. It's going to keep going up. It's going to fuel the market. It's the mothership of the whole crypto space. But it does mean that altcoins are about to have their spotlight, and a lot of altcoins are going to go crazy, and Jasmy is one of them. So I really, really like this setup here with the Bitcoin dominance going down because all of these altcoins are going to go nuts, completely nuts. And if you think your altcoins are doing good right now, maybe you've had some of your altcoins do good, wait till Bitcoin dominance drops. Your altcoins are going to go nuts. And it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun to trade these markets as that happens. So yeah. Back over to Jasmy, as we break down in Bitcoin dominance, this huge rounded bottom structure that we see with Jasmy, look how good this looks. Just consistent and steady volume, not to mention this huge rounded bottom. When Bitcoin dominance breaks down, this thing is just going to skyrocket, you guys. I don't know how high, but I'm telling you, it's going to go crazy. And we do have Fibonacci targets. We will determine targets and stuff. Maybe I'll post that publicly. I keep a lot of that stuff for the members in the group, in the VIP group. However, you guys, this thing's going to take off. And the people that are buying down here, they're going to be so glad they did. So be ready for that kind of a move here on Jasmy as Bitcoin dominance breaks down. And we do have a perfect way to find targets because a lot of my VIP members were saying, hey, Dallin, well, I asked my VIP group the other day, what do you guys want help with as we go into the next bull market? And a lot of people want help finding targets. That's like the number one thing that's requested. So you guys are going to see a lot of that, especially in the VIP group, of how we determine targets as we move into the bull market. But the best way to determine targets is with Fibonacci ratios. We won't get into that today, but this Fibonacci tool allows you to easily determine targets, and it's nearly perfect. Why? Because Fibonacci is consistent geometry in math found all throughout life, including the geometry that appears in these charts, because charts are really just money moving around, and money moving around at different rates creates geometry. Perfect geometry. So yeah, we can find targets with the Fibonacci extension tool, and those targets are consistently correct. So yeah, get ready for some big moves on Jasmy. Stay tuned for targets. And if you want more information on targets, definitely make sure that you join the VIP program. Either way, you guys, Jasmy is ready to take off like crazy here. Not going to show how high it can go, but just understand this huge move down right here. It can happen the other direction too. Some people say what goes up must come down. In markets, it's also what goes down, as long as there's demand, will go back up. So be ready for some big moves on Jasmy. I think this coin is going to be a massive player in the cycle. I think it's super undervalued down here, and a lot of people are going to be super glad that they bought Jasmy. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you learned something and found it valuable. If you did, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.